Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the SlideSide DJ channel. We are here once again in Peak Drift. Today we have another update. Sorry for the poor lighting. It's evening in the game. But yeah, so we have a new update in Peak Drift, including vanity plates being the first. You also have I think 4 new pairs of wheels, which is pretty dope because I was definitely getting tired of that one set that we had. And then we also have a new car, which you'll see here in a second. Yeah. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna walk over here. I don't have enough money for it. Well, I will here in a sec. We have Nissan Skyline R34, my favorite of the Skylines, except for the R32, I guess. But I have some cars in this game that I don't really like, so I'm gonna sell the 370Z. I'm gonna sell the, do I have the Z? No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna sell the R33 because I don't like that either. And boom, we have enough for the R34. Barely though. Alright, we're gonna buy that. It looks pretty dang dope. Alright, and I might just have to sell one of these. R32. Not my favorite at the moment. But yeah. Alright, so now we have the R34. Let's go ahead and spawn that in. Ooh, here we go. Holy cow. Oh, I'm so in reverse. That makes sense. Okay. I feel this car. Okay. Well, we'll have to do more looking at this car here in a second when it's light out. But what I can do for now is check out the new customization. By the way, guys, I literally just got inside of the house from drifting our go-kart in the snow. So I apologize if I sound like I'm freezing, because I kind of am. Alright, so we have a couple different options here for customization. We have paint, which, you know, we're all used to that. We have hood. We can take that on and off, we're used to that. But I think we finally have a new engine. Nope, same exact engine. Well, maybe, I think. Alright, we got blow off valve. What is happening to my wheels back here? I have no idea. Alright, so we got stock and KHS as per usual. I'm actually gonna keep it stock because it doesn't make it any faster. You already know we have fitment here. Looks the same as it did before. Spoiler on off looks the same. But yeah. So basically, the only thing that's new is in here. We have. Well, I know we had 2 before, so we have 7 new pairs of wheels, which is actually pretty good. Because before the only ones we had are Steely and RPF 1, we now have the Volar 40, the 52, the TE37, personally one of my favorites. You have the HSR Spider, the HSR Volk, the T80, and the HSR Plane. Personally, my favorites out of these are definitely the HSR Spider. I don't know what's happening here with the fronts, but I don't know. And the TE37s. I am a fan of these wheels as well, but I got kind of bored of them being the one of 2 wheels in the game at the time. And these other sets are just disgusting. Anyways, so we can take a closer look. Looks like these ones are kind of like star patterns overlaid over each other. These ones are some 5-spoke wheels, looking kind of like Ken Block style rally. We have these holes. I'm not sure what they're for exactly, but around the rim of the wheel. Moving on to the TE37s, you have the 6-spoke pattern with a little bit of a curve here. You come from the lip, have this little curve down to the middle, which I think is really cool. It's not like actually deep dish, but it looks almost like it is. It's funny. But I definitely love these wheels. Moving on to HSR Spider, you have some very big dish. A lot of lip here on that too. But these are kind of like a serpentine. I don't know what I'm saying. Reminds me of spiders though, for some reason. But you know, you got kind of a unique, abstract look to these. I really like them though, for sure. Alright, these next ones are not too far different from these. Looks like it has some slightly less spokes maybe, and they're thicker. And then you have no dish here. So they're not deep dish, and the centers are a little bit different. On these ones, you actually have the lug nuts. On these ones, you don't. But one thing I'm noticing is they all have, except these, I guess. But a lot of them have the valve caps. Or, I don't know, I can't remember the names of things right now. But, yeah, that's kind of cool. Alright, moving on to the T80s. These are 5-spoke, with a star pattern here. They are not deep dish, and they look a little bland in my opinion. But, I mean, if you like them, you like them. No judging. Alright, and then we have the HSR plane, which seems to be a, I'm gonna do a quick count, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12-spoke pattern here, for these wheels. You have a little bit of a, dip here once you get to the center of the wheels, which I think that's cool too. Anyways, my personal favorite, I'm gonna go TE37s on this car. Throw those on. But I do also like those, oh no. Bruh, dude just stole my wheels. Alright, I'm gonna buy those. But I was gonna say, these are my second favorites for sure. Alright, I don't know if I have to reset the car for the, okay, there we go. Now the wheels are actually showing up. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick, now that it's daytime, is let's take a quick look at this car before I do a full build for it. That way you can pick whether you want to stay until the end or not. But what we're going to do now, we're going to take a look. So we got the nice TEs now. Okay, so you have this black front lip here. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the GTR, not the GTST. But you have the burnt titanium exhaust tip, as you're used to in this game. Some nice taillights. If you could tint them, it'd be pretty cool. But let's move on to the interior, because I'm sure we all know what an R34 looks like from the outside if you are used to this channel. Ooh, nice little Z there. Alright, moving on to the inside. This seems to have a pretty similar interior to one of the cars we looked at recently. It's kind of more low poly in one of the last videos. I'm not sure what exactly it was. So you have the signature peak drift shifter here with, I'm not sure if the steering wheel is different or not, but it does have peak drift emblems on it. And then, you know, you have this pretty dang cool speedometer here. And that pretty much sums up the interior for this car. These seats are not the most high quality, but they're also not the worst that we've seen before in this game. But I do think some consistency would be pretty nice for these cars. Alright, moving on, we're going to take a look at customizing this car, doing a quick little build if we can. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it kind of a silvery look to it if I can. I'm not sure exactly best way to do it. Kind of want to make it kind of nice and dark. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to go like this, buy that. I'm going to make sure I get the hood too. Buy that. And then, moving on, I'm going to take off the spoiler, like so. And then, fitment, we're going to drop it down as much as it'll let us here. And we're going to add a little bit of offset. I wish it would show us the fitment before we have to, you know, exit it out. And we'll add some camber. We'll go to here. Here. Trying to find the perfect spot. But let me at least get them so they're matched up. Nice and good. Like so. Let me double check that the rear height applied. Buy that. Alright, and that's our fitment. Good to go. Hopefully. I don't know how this is going to look exactly. But fingers crossed it looks good. Did I put those wheels on? I might have. What is happening to my mouse? That was weird. Okay, this... I'm a fan of this. I am definitely a fan of this. Okay. So I just gotta do a couple adjustments to the fitment here. Dial it in a little better. But what I want to do... Oops, camera stays the same. Actually, I'll add a little more. We'll go 52. We'll go 56. Both front and back. And we got to take away a little offset. Till we're at 12. That should be fine. And I don't know why the paint didn't work. It's kind of sad to see, though. Let's go primary paint. And I'll go down to here. Buy that. Hood. buy that as well. And we should be good to go. Let me go ahead and spawn this in, see how it looks. Okay, we have a couple more things we gotta adjust for this to really be, good to go. I'm gonna add more camber, front and back. And then I gotta paint the mirrors as well. But this actually looks kinda dope, if I'm being honest. Alright, let's add more camber. Let's bump it up to... I'm liking a 72. Too much. We'll drop it down to 60. We'll go 65. Keep it nice and balanced, kind of middle range. Like it's good camber, but Alright, we'll drop the offset a tiny bit in the rear. Alright, let's test this. Oops. Hoping it's good. Okay, so I do have to add more camber in the front, or give it less offset. I mean, it's not looking bad for offset, honestly. But what I'm going to do is I am going to give it a slight bit more offset, or less, I mean. We'll give it a little less offset in the front, bring it down to, we'll go 0.9, that should be perfect. And then paint my mirrors. Let's go mirrors. Drop it down to black, and I do want to make the paint a little bit darker on the car itself. I think that looks not bad, so I'll buy that, go over to hood, buy that, and now that that is the same as that, I do want to see what black looks like, but nah, I'm going to stick with the color matched to the body. Dang it, it didn't. Okay, well, at least the fitment's dialed. That's good, at least. But I don't know why it didn't do the same paint for the hood as it did for the body. But I guess I'll just have to reselect it, which kind of sucks. But oh well, not much I can do about it. Oh, I actually do like this slightly darker look. This is purchase paint, so should work now. Fingers crossed. Hey, there we go. Alright, that is... Okay, I don't know what keeps happening to my mouse, but it's being kind of funny. Alright, so, there we go. Our R34 is officially complete. I think this looks pretty dope. I don't know about you guys. But we got our hazards. Gotta run those if we're drifting this. Alright, let's see what we think about how this car actually drives, though. See what we're talking about. Main edit on S15. Dope. Alright, let's throw it up a little to third gear here. Okay, I'm liking what I'm feeling so far. Cause what I do feel is, it feels like, oops, sorry, mic's dropping. Okay, well, what it feels like is the, well, it's gripping up a bit, but it seems like I'm not oversteering at all. Which is definitely a good thing. Let's get to more of areas that I can actually, drift a little bit better than I can. Stuff falling all over, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, not the most comfortable position to sit for gaming, but it's okay, I guess. Alright. So. Okay. Let's see what else we can do, though. Oh, okay. So, you still got a little bit of oversteer when you're trying to come back out of a drift. Definitely something I would love to see get fixed. More angle on the cars here. It seems they know what they're doing with their physics at least a bit, so they should be able to do that not too difficultly. But I do know how to do that if they actually need help. Hit me up, comment on my YouTube channel, Peak Drift, if you see this video and you realize that you need to add more angle, because you do. But yeah, with that said, I think that pretty much sums up today's video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I had a blast making this R34, and I honestly do love how this turned out. I think it looks pretty nice, fitment dialed in. Oh, just look at that. It does look kind of squatted though, so I might do some adjustments with that. But yeah, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Make sure you guys check out more videos on the channel if you did enjoy this one. But yeah, I hope you guys like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications for more content as well. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Bye.